from it? Do you know of anything? Or what's your knowledge on that, on the tiers, from
Well,
where it start?
I'm not even acting like I know specific tiers. I go up based on personal knowledge in the
It's
sense
okay.
of literally when I look at the past line, let's go to the most successful. If I look at the aspect of the Walmart family or the Walton family that owns the brand of Walmart, if I look at the Rockefeller family and I look at these great families with wealth that's almost unbelievable to the mind to actually understand the conceptualize what type of wealth that really is.
Mm-hmm.
Being in the market or raising myself in the financial market to understand, okay, when I thought I had my first $10,000, I thought I was rich. When I had my first $20,000, I thought I was rich. When I had my first few properties, I thought I was rich. Until you start feeling that it wasn't the aspect of greed, but it was the aspect of there's a financial ladder here that I didn't know existed. Until I start comparing myself to the people that weren't in my financial bracket. Mm-hmm. When I broke my financial bracket and had losses like everybody else do, it was an opportunity for me to understand that, okay, in order for us to actually be successful, all of us have to have this knowledge to understand that the financial bracket of the longevity is here. So it's more of a personal teaching instead of actually a historical aspect of looking at the actual definition of what it actually is. It was more the mentality of like every single person I know, father or mother, did not have an opportunity to hand them in me. And I try to teach people to understand that the little bit of ownership that we do have without having the knowledge is being literally stripped from us through justification. So for the people that are being forced to sell their home, they don't understand the full knowledge of what your home is worth or what you can actually give your children, are literally selling them and leaving. So I tell people that's the last little bit of ownership that we even have, that we grew up on, that we're losing in everyday neighborhood. So that's what makes me go back to generational wealth, to make it a relatable conversation. We all grew up, quote unquote, maybe in grandma's house or mama's house, and that doesn't exist anymore.
That's right.
In that neighborhood. So I tell people that's where I start the conversation. They're like, well, why? How could we prevent that? Some people lead into real estate, some people start into businesses. I don't care. Start the conversation. That's where I leave that.
Okay. Listen, Mark is over here preaching. I don't know if y'all hear him, but he's over here preaching. You know, listen, I love that. Listen, what show we on? Real Rap Radio. Like, I'm here for it. And I'm actually like learning, because like some people sometimes too, and I want to shed light on what you were saying, as far as you're gonna put it into plain text, like on your own, like basing it off of your own definition, not from research wise and things like that, which is excellent, because sometimes people tend to do too much research and it's like they still don't understand. Like I tell people, okay, do the research for sure, but you still want to be able to put things and encode things, interpret things in your own definition, because everybody has their own definition of generational wealth. Yours is different from mine's is different from yours, and the neighbors next door. You know what I mean? So I really like that. How you put that together. That was genuine. And guys, we are genuine on the show now. We are genuine. We don't have to be popping our lips and snapping and swinging stuff around and cussing every 2 words. We don't have to do that on the show. But if, again, because it's Real Rap Radio, even though I don't do it as much, and that's just me on a regular day, I don't really use profanity in my normal vocabulary these days. But so I don't use it. I haven't used it on the show thus far, but that could change over time, with different situations, different topics. You never know. So, you guys, generational wealth, like I would say, well, first, let me give you guys like a little short tidbit on just some research, whatever, that I found on it, because again, I like to self-educate and just kind of find out more. But I'm telling you, Mark right here is a genius. I don't know what you guys, y'all should know him already. I feel like y'all should know him.
Wise man knows he knows nothing.
That's right.
We gotta stay smart about this.
That's right. Now, there is...
I said, I'm always willing to learn.
That's right. That is right. Now so I did see it's like a pyramid. If you guys are familiar with like a like say like a food pyramid, it has like the different categories, top to bottom, and has all the sections. So think of a generational wealth planning pyramid. Okay. The one I found, and again, this is research. This is not words from us, from me.
Personal research.
Yes. And again, I do stress, do your research, because I don't want you guys coming back here. Well, Mark said, Radiant said, no, we're giving our opinions, and we're still providing.
My personal opinion.
But we're still providing some research.
I'll base it off my personality.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And if you, again, I always stress, if you guys have any questions as far as or comments, leave them in the comment box below. Okay. So the pyramid that I found, it starts out, the top of the pyramid is purpose. Okay. Purpose, my interpretation of purpose is, what are you building generational wealth for? Because I also think there's different terms to generational wealth. Like say, like we can say like just base for like, with Mark and also myself, I want to build something for my family to feed off of. Mark stated he never plans for his daughter to sign up for any applications. Like she's already ahead of the line. She's handing out the jobs, But
we're trying to create that financial independence.
That's right.
Financial literacy and financial independence.
That's right. So I took that from that one. Let's see here, and we also have the next one under that is shared vision. So that's where I feel the family comes involved, where you're sharing the actual purpose of the vision. I don't know, like I'm still trying to like, Mark, do you have any because I'm still trying to process it all, but it's like kind of like sharing your vision purposefully, which was the first one. Purpose. Like, why are you doing this? Why? And sharing it is sharing it with your family or the ones you tend to pass it down to at some point.
Mm-hmm.
The next one, and also whether Mark knows it or not, he is a philanthropist at heart. And listen, we're Facebook friends. We're like he spits. So he's very knowledgeable, guys. I'm telling you that he knows what he's talking about. I'll just say that, and you guys have to see for yourself, okay? So, but the next bar there was philanthropy, and they also have parentheses there as giving back.
Right.
And that's a big one. After that is trusts. Trusts
Mm-hmm.
with S. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's as far as like banking. But because it's generational wealth planning, you want to keep the trusts within the family. Or if it's you happen to tack a couple friends on and you call them family, just keep it there.
Right, keep that trust limited.
Yes. Now also there's lifetime learning, family history. So it's like you want to know your family. You want to know the generations from top. Build a family tree. Build a family tree. Figure out who is who. Where did this money come from? Where that money? What did they do? How did this start? So that's very big. That was one of my favorite ones that I seen here. And the lifetime learning, that also applies to the family history because you're continuously learning. Mark and I were just talking about self-education and continuously learning. You can never stop learning and never feel like you just know everything because you lose out that way.
It's a lose-lose situation for anybody.
That's right. In the middle of that, they have family meeting. So you want to meet with your family. I mean, it's in plain text. Family meeting. Let's talk about it. That's right. And after that, they have ethical will. I didn't dig too much into that. Then they have a letter of instruction, mission statement, governance, vision, values, and culture. And see, that applies back to the purpose, which was at the top. See?
Right, I agree.
In the middle of all those things is tools. So you want to make sure you have the proper equipment. And equipment includes family members. Participating parties. Because some family may not need to be included.
I'm about to say, the good ones and the bad ones, but it's a long-term road for everybody, so the whole aspect's for everybody to win.
That's right. And so within trust, they break down trust as sincere, reliable, and competent. And also communication, which says open, honest, transparent. And then they also say expectations, which says defined, shared, and clarified. And the bottom of everything says relationships. So I found it interesting how relationships and purpose is at the top. Relationships at the bottom and purpose is at the top. Like, what's your head in that, Mark?
I would deeply agree. I mean, relationships to me, first thing that popped in my head, being honest, was networking when it came down to that aspect. But your purpose is more of I'll say personally, I'm a spiritual person, but that's an inner will. Your purpose has to be higher than your actual expectations. You understand? Like, it's one of those things, like, no matter what you believe you can achieve, your purpose has to be exceed beyond that. So when you actually achieve your goal, it's more of a overachieving goal, because the aspect of generational wealth is to win and keep on winning. So your purpose has to exceed whatever you believe you can see beyond yourself. So I do believe that purpose may have to be higher on that ladder, because the relationships that you maintain are day to day, but your purpose has to live with you forever, and that has to be a part of the culture of the family. So I think that's the whole purpose of us doing this in the first place, is the purpose.
That's right. And relationships, PCC. I'm just going off the grid. I'm just.
No, listen. We gotta be on the same page.
That's right. That's right. That is absolutely right. And some people like to, again, and it's nothing wrong with having your own definition or whatever for things and so forth, but in the same token, sometimes people misinterpret wealth in general, like, swinging around Gucci bags and just driving around the fanciest car like that. That's
when we got to teach ourselves different. That's when we got to teach ourselves the difference between assets and good. That's one of my daughter know that, bro. She's about to be 4 next year in like 6 months. But I try to teach people that
already.
Already quick. It goes quick. She's 3 now. Like I said, like 6 months. She be 4.
Oh.
So I try to tell people right now, if you don't know the difference between assets and goods and how you purchase things, then that's the first place you need to start.
That's right.
Like, I ain't mentally no longer a consumer. But I know it's because I'm on the level of understanding that I've been practicing this for a long time now. So I try to teach people, okay, it's levels to where you at. But you got to show everybody, ain't nothing wrong with getting a nice lease. Ain't nothing wrong with leasing yourself the right way. But do it when you got the finances to literally do it.
In the right way.
Yeah,
like you said.
You loan that check every time you get it. Like, that's not going to work.
That's right. That's right. I agree with that. And I get that's a dime and a few, or shall I say, what do they say? Dime and a dozen? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but I have agreed with a lot of what Mark's been saying. Now I keep things like open, and I do want things to be transparent for everybody to have their own